Greetings, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. One of the many things I love about this, community is that you never know what you're going to talk about. You never, ever know as a YouTuber. And if you go into it for the right reasons, if you don't expect to ever make a penny off of YouTube, if you do it to connect with people that play the same game that you do and build a community and be a part of a community that in a large part is already there without you, that's the best part of this. If you go into it for the wrong reasons, if you just try to make a quick buck or take advantage of people, or that never works. So if you go for community, not clicks, you'll be in a good spot to enjoy life. But do not make this your only means of revenue, because even if your channel is on fire, when YouTube Shorts hit, half of my recommendations went away instantly. It was like a stock market crash overnight. And while that sucks, and it did, you think, okay, well, I had my time. I'm thankful for it. Moving on to a new era of my life. Just so happened that I also was able to get my first promotion and raise in my real job this year. So it's time. It's time to move on in a way from the life of wanting to grow a channel. But at the same time, if people want to grow a channel, I can still try to give them tips that made me go from not even 60 subscribers to 60,000. Although, keep in mind, most people who subscribe to me either stopped playing the game a long time ago or never played the game. Because subscriber numbers are as fraudulent as anything you've ever seen on YouTube. Okay, that's a long way of starting this video, because the devs you left furniture in the way again is Colin Whitworth 69's way of showcasing a truly bizarre visual bug, glitch, whatever you want to see, that prevents the champion from not being hidden behind this piece of furniture. It's the most bizarre visual glitch I've ever seen. And while this did not prevent his onslaught from onslaughting Captain Marvel, you better imagine that this could backfire on you at some point in some way. Sir Globalot says, yep, this really messed up my rotation. It's nice to have the stages updated, but there absolutely shouldn't be anything visually blocking our sight of the characters. Damage Faction chimed in and said, every now and then Kabam go to great efforts to come up with new and inventive ways of making the game harder to play. And dead areas of the screen where opponents can hide from view are hardly likely to be a mistake. Oh. So this is the first time that we can say that there is a conspiracy theory with this. That this is intentional. Now, I think that would be ridiculous. That'd be kind of crazy for Kabam to intentionally make their new maps hide enemies behind. But apparently that's not something that is that far-fetched for this subscriber. Giant Walrus 56, always moving furniture to make room for more, but sometimes things don't get put back in place. Facts. And then reminds me of Zemo's glitching gun bug. It looked like it was spinning his gun like a cowboy whenever he decks. And you think it is only players that hate the arena. Clearly at least one Kabam geometry artist hates it with a passion, DNA 3000 says. Hey, that's a pretty good joke. The detritus? That can't be how you pronounce that. I've never seen that word. In the field is meant to increase what? Immersion? The feeling I'm watching the fight from the sidelines despite actually playing it? Stuff occluding our view of the action was always an irritant, and with the state of the game in freefall. The state of the game in freefall. That might be a good title for a video. This is why the state of the game is in freefall? Question mark? Because you're creating backgrounds that block views. Oh, isn't it just fabulous how deeply immersed the game developers must be in their own creation? I mean, who needs first-hand experience playing the game when you've got those oh-so-exciting lines of code to stare at all day? Let's not forget about the graphic person. Why would they bother conversing with the developers when they're too busy conjuring up perplexed wonders of new camera angles? It's all just a symphony of code to them, after all. Who needs synergy when you've got such distinct and cohesive departments, right? This is so wild. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Ooh, here is the visual. That makes you feel drunk, gotta be honest. Live footage of me fixing the problem. It's not actually that simple. Yep, 2 patches back or so, Big Honkin' A on the Avengers Tower ring did the same thing. That one got fixed eventually, or maybe they just moved it to another map. Why is everybody else except me getting these cool bugs? Suggestion for a Women of Power objective: Hidden Figures. Shout out to the movie. Defeat an opponent while final blow occurs when either of the champs is at least partially hidden. That's pretty good. You know, in the end, I don't think this is costing too much, but it's still an inconvenience. And I promised I'd cover it, and you just never know what you're going to cover on YouTube. So I'm honored to still be doing this from time to time, even while I am moving my efforts to making a program at a higher education level that takes aspiring content creators of any genre of community and tries to get them to form their own channel. That's what I was able to do with this community with no plan and almost no skills. And so it's pretty cool to pass that on to future students. Have a great rest of y'all's day. Thanks for watching.